Hi everybody, Shai and Sigal here, Community Ambassadors of Canadian Friends of Hebrew University. And today we're talking to you from snowy Winnipeg, as apparently we have a very big snowstorm today.
We wanted to talk to you about 11 things that you probably didn't know about Albert Einstein.
Why 11? Because the Hebrew University likes to go one step beyond.
Einstein was a talented violinist. His mother was a pianist, and he started playing the violin at age 6. He liked Beethoven and Brahms and Mozart and liked to improvise.
Einstein was frequently approaching the street by passersby, asking him to give them a quick scientific tutorial. Eventually he got tired of giving these scientific sound bites, so he would usually answer in very broken English, "Pardon me, sorry, am I always being confused with Professor Einstein?" After which he would usually make a speedy getaway.
Throughout his life, Albert Einstein felt a close connection with the Jewish people. For him, the main values of Judaism were intellectual aspiration and the pursuit of social justice.
In 1921, Einstein was asked by the World Zionist Organization president and fellow scientist Chaim Weizmann to raise money for the organization and for the Hebrew University in Israel. The anti-Semitism Einstein faced in Europe, even as he published some of the world's most important scientific work, convinced him of the need of a Jewish state. He agreed to take the fundraising tour of the United States in 1921, where he was greeted as a celebrity.
He never visited the state of Israel, but in 1922, he did, however, visit the area known as the British Mandate of Palestine on the way back from a trip to Asia. He was received like a visiting dignitary and told the crowd that he was proud of how Jews were becoming a force in the world.
Although never visiting Israel, he was asked to be the second president of the country. When Chaim Weizmann, who served as Israel's first president, died in 1952, Prime Minister David Ben-Gurion offered the office to Einstein, who hadn't been to the Middle East in 30 years. Einstein declined the offer with a heavy heart, saying that he was deeply moved by it, but lacked both the natural aptitude and the experience to deal properly with people and to exercise official functions.
He wrote a speech for Israel's 7th Independence Day on his deathbed. In 1955, Einstein was scheduled to deliver a speech marking Israel's 7th Independence Day on ABC, NBC, and CBS. On April 17, 9 days before the speech, he experienced internal bleeding that landed him in the hospital. He reportedly took a draft of the speech with him to the hospital, but he died the next day after refusing emergency surgery. The Israel State Archive published drafts of the speech in 2013.
On the occasion of opening the Hebrew University, which Einstein was one of the founders of, he published a manifesto named The Mission of Our University, which generated interest and excitement in the entire Jewish and academic world. In his manifesto, Einstein wrote, "A university is a place where the universality of human spirit manifests itself. Science and investigation recognized as their aim to the truth only. Our university will develop speedily into a great spiritual center which will evoke the respect of cultural mankind the world over." He
gave the first scientific lecture at the Hebrew University. In addition to being one of the founders of the university, on February 9, 1923, Einstein was invited by Menachem Sishkin on behalf of the Jewish community to give a lecture about the theory of relativity. Professor Einstein began his speech in Hebrew and continued in French, evoking great enthusiasm. Sir Herbert Samuel, the High Commissioner, thanked the professor for his work in the interest of humanity. He added, "It is a good sign for the Hebrew University that the first lecture is delivered by the greatest physicists in the world."
In his will, Einstein left his name and all of his intellectual property to the Hebrew University, including many drafts of his work, personal diaries, and letters which are located at the Einstein Archive in the university. Today, his picture and some of his works are being presented in various forms around the Hebrew University campuses, including a fun caricature of him. Einstein believed that the Hebrew University would be a beacon to the world devoted to pursue the Jewish values of justice and human dignity.
In honor of 100 years since Albert Einstein created the general theory of relativity, and in honor of his intellect and vision, the Albert Einstein Foundation was established, along with a number of global initiatives. The goal is to inspire a new generation of scientists, leaders, and humanitarians to draw upon Einstein's exemplary spirit and bring fresh thinking to problems facing our world. Amongst the projects initiated by the Foundation, a 3D book is in the shape of Einstein's head will be created. combining the visions of 100 of the world's greatest visionaries of the century. Thank you for watching a video about Albert Einstein. We hope you learned something new.
And you're more than welcome to leave any comments or any thoughts you have down below. And we are hoping to see you soon. Until then, have a very warm day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.